Warning: this Let's Play may contain discussions including, but not limited to, sexual references, drug use, and violence. It will certainly contain vulgar language and radical lunatic left-wing discussions. It is not intended for younger audiences. Okay, not a lot of ceremony on this one. Do I not have sound? I don't think I have sound for some reason. Give me a sec. Where is it? Here we go. Over here. Over there? Maybe? Did that do it? Hey. Why don't I not have music, though? I thought I normally have music on this game. Maybe this one doesn't have it. Anyway, welcome everybody. This is Thorn with the Game Design Lexicon. We are... CC sounds? There we go. Music volume 100%. So it does have music volume. Tell you what, give me a sec. Let me restart here. Welcome everybody. This is Thorn with Game Design Lexicon. We are playing another day of Cataclysm, like we did last Friday. Oh, there we go. The only difference is this time we are playing Cataclysm: The Last Generation. Also, hey, X-Band, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see you here. Anyway, Cataclysm: Last Generation is a fork of Cataclysm Dark Days. It's supposed to be more streamlined. After playing Dark Days the other day, I realized that the game has gotten a lot more bloated since I last played it. And one of the reasons why I'm playing The Last Generation is because it brags to be less bloated. And indeed, I'd started a game the other day just to see how well it performed, and it performs a lot better than the other game. Of course, you know, it's at the sacrifice of some systems and stuff that this one doesn't have, that the other one has, but, you know, that is what it is, so... And obviously I've completely foregone playing some Utopia today, again. I don't know when I'm going to resume that, or how I'm going to schedule that. I just know that I'm going to do roguelikes today. Roguelikes my favorite genre. Why the hell haven't I played more of them? I mean, admittedly, I did like Chocobo's Dungeon for a while on that one, but not a lot of roguelikes on the channel, just mainly like CRPGs and JRPGs. And let's get started. Let's get started with some zombie apocalypse survival roguelike stuff. And this is going to be the beginning of this is going to be a lot similar to the last one. Hopefully it'll go a little quicker since I'm a little bit more used to it, since I've done it a few times. So let's start off by creating a world. We are going to stick with medium difficulty, right? Let's Hope Valley. Let's randomize the town name. How does that look? Oh, that looks pretty good, huh? I want to make sure, I always try to, so the text on this originally starts a lot smaller than this. Able to fit a lot more on the screen. And I always raise the size of the font by about 10% or so. 10-15%. I want my goal is to make the text in this game slightly bigger than the chat text, so it's a little bit more visible, right? Anyway, let's find a name here. James. What, James? Wianet? No. Kedron, the Glen. Ooh, that's nice. The Glen. Clifton City. Ooh, Plum City? Like Plum Smuggling City? Let's take a look at that. World handling, monster evolution, slow down. Of course, this is how I'm going to make the game a little easier. I am going to slow down the monster evolution by half. I don't know how they evolve on here, how that's different than the main game, but, you know, whatever. Make it a little easier, make it if we take our time, for it to not be as big of a deal. And then, now you'll notice the mod manager on this, the mods are a lot simpler. There's not as much mods, which kind of sucks, because I like the magic mod. I think that's really awesome, but I'm not going to bother with it, right? Because The goal here is to make it perform better and not necessarily be more, what's the word for it? More diverse, you know, a lot of extra neat stuff. So this is just going to be mainly the base game, right? So, back tab, switch main tab. No, that's not right. Joy left, mod list. Oh yeah, there we go. So, we're going to leave last generation on there. And I don't think I'm going to enter in anything else. I'm always tempted to add generic guns, because it kind of generics up the guns, which are really nice. But no, I think I'm going to skip on that. So let's go ahead. Plum City. And let's get that going. Okay, so Plum City is created. So now let's create our custom character in Plum City. Yeah, and I played for a little while. I ended up getting my ass handed to me pretty quick on my first game. Big thing was just to make sure to see how laggy it was, especially in dealing with items and stuff. You know, because the bad thing about Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is, you know, when I last really got into it and played it, which was years ago, probably over 3 years ago at least, it wasn't that laggy. And, you know, one of the things that you have to realize is this is not only a zombie survival game, but one of the main points of this game is scavenging. You are a scavenger in this game, so you are going to be collecting a large amount of junk. So if the game lags while you're doing this, it's going to make it very unenjoyable. And I don't know why the people in the original game haven't addressed that, because that is a huge problem. That is a huge problem in a game that you're supposed to be scavenging. So you'll notice one of the differences in this one. We still have point buy and freeform. The other one's eliminated point buy, I believe, because everybody just kind of ignored it anyway, which I'm doing right now. Freeform allows you to build some character to your own specifications, meaning you don't have to choose disadvantages to counter out advantages, etc., etc. You'll notice that there's less scenario starts, even though there's still a decent amount. I think we're going to start off with the same evacuee. Now, one of the things about the evacuee is in this, it changes a few things, right? You have 3 different locations, 4 different variants that you can start off in evac shelter. You'll also notice that it has start of Cataclysm, fall of civilization, start of game, right? Wow, it took like less than 20 days for the civilization to fall, right? I don't know how that enters into anything, but I guess we'll find out. Profession, we're going to have less professions on here because, of course, we don't have all the extra ones that the mods that I installed on the last one gave me. And again, I do believe that these are sorted in order of power. So the bottom of the list is going to be the more powerful one. And I do believe I'm going to do the same thing I did last game, because we might be playing this one a while. So I'm going to start something that I think is going to be more advantageous, something that's going to, you know, last a long while. And all the skills in the game that you need to play the game, things like fabrication and hunting and stuff like that, you can learn while you're actually playing them. But of course, you'll never really have time to learn the skills if you aren't a combat-oriented player, right? Because you're going to be dealing with a lot of zombies. And the best way to deal with a lot of zombies is beat the hell out of them. And like most zombie games, guns are overrated. Yes, they do work, but they attract tons of zombies, so if you can't use them in specific situations, or you invite disaster. So it's always good to have a character that is really decent with melee. So I'm going to choose a Bionic Assassin. The advantages of Bionic Assassin, they start off with a really good dodging, which is really great. It means I'm going to get hit a lot less. Close quarters battle, which is a special type of bionic implant that allows you to do close combat a lot better. Monomolecular blade, which is a sword inside my wrist, you know, very Wolverine-esque, right? Electroshock unit, so if I'm getting surrounded, I can shock the people around me. Adrenaline pump, which makes me perform a lot better. Implanted night vision, which night vision, oh my god, I mean, there's like, this game isn't too bad without night vision. I don't think that there's like total darkness where you actually can't see around you, which is kind of good. But like if you don't have night vision, seeing around you is in the dark is very limited. With night vision, that completely changes. And all of these bionics draw off an internal power supply, right? That's listed as my power storage Mark II at the bottom there. I also have subdermal carbon filaments, which are like internal armor. Keeps me from getting, you know, scuffed up as much. Facial distortion, which is kind of like a charm unit, I guess you could say. It makes it better in dealing with NPCs and other stuff. Like say I find somebody who buys and sells stuff or somebody I need a favor from, it'll allow me to exploit those situations a little bit better. And lastly, I have a joint torsion ratchet. Joint torsion ratchet. And what that is these little devices that are installed in the joints of my body. And when I turn it on, I basically trade a little bit of resistance for power generation. So it makes it slightly harder to move, but it makes it to where I can regenerate that internal battery of mine, right? So Bionic Assassin it is. Background. This is pretty straightforward. Gives me some background options, such as alcohol dependence, amphetamine dependence, all sorts of dependences, right? Caffeine dependent. Ooh, cannabis dependence. Some people say marijuana isn't addicted for reasons you can no longer recall. You decided to prove them wrong. That sounds like me. No, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. As a matter of fact, I don't think we're going to choose too many of these. So I am going to choose melee style since I do have an internal sword, right? That will help me with my sword weapon. And then also I'm going to choose, I think, fist fighting or martial arts. Should I do martial arts? Yeah, let's do martial arts. So we're martial artists and we also have experience with swords, which kind of goes with the profession, right? So stats, I'm going to do the same thing. Strength of 12, which is above average. Dexterity, which is 14, which is great. Intelligence, 12. Perception, 14. So super high dexterity, super high perception. Okay, or above average strength, above average intelligence. That way I'm not exploiting it too much. But make no mistake, I still am exploiting it. So melee weapon training is the only thing that it gave me. I'm going to add Masochist to that. I'm going to add Deft. I'm wondering if I should choose Fast Healer. Though I am going to choose Disease Resistant and Infection Resistant. That'll greatly help in long-term survivability. And I'm also going to choose Tough. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't need poison resistant, and I am going to be controlled and not choose fast healer. Fast healer's kind of, I mean, come on. It's a great advantage, right? And these are all disadvantages. I don't really know which ones I'd want to choose if I chose any of these. Schizophrenic, that would be great. Periodically suffer from delusions, ranging from minor effects to full visual hallucinations, and they do actually visualize that in the game too. It's actually kind of interesting. So, pain sensitive. I already chose Masochist. No, let's not do that. Nearsighted. Mood swings. Nah. Not gonna be all bipolar and shit. Lightweight. Alcohol and drugs go straight to your head. Let's do that. Let's do lightweight. So, alcohol and drugs go straight to my head. You suffer negative effects of these for longer. So that means if I use alcohol and drugs, probably going to regret it. Let's see. Guileless. Oh, wait a second. I need to remember that one. I'm also choosing psychopath. And what that'll do is it'll keep me from getting all sad when I kill zombie babies. Eye color gray? No, eye color green. That way it reflects my real eyes. Even though I'm going to choose female again. So no facial hair. However, let's do... hair long? Why not? Purple. What? That's not natural, obviously. Well, let's just do blonde. Again, kind of match my own, though I'm kind of going gray. Do they have gray? Oh, they do. Gray eyes, gray hair. How about that? Natural hair color, gray. Your hair will naturally go out into various forms, getting longer over time. Turning this off will prevent it from growing and changing. Interesting. Skin tone light, because I'm light. I'm fairly light anyway. So we want melee, cutting, stabbing, and unarmed, right? I'm going to put 1 point into each of those. That gives me just a slight head start in those. And then let's go to the last one. No, we're not finished yet. I need to change my gender. I need to change my outfit. I'm not going to be 5'9". Let's take it down to about 5'3". 25 years old, I guess that's okay. We're going to be B positive because that's my blood type. Starting location, I'm going to leave that at random. And then last but not least, I am going to randomize my name here. Shimoshi. Wait a second. Oh, wow. So it also randomizes my sex? No, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Randomize all description values. No, I don't want to do that. What's just my name? Just my name. In. There we go. So, oh, shit. It also changed my height and my age, which is a no bueno. And my blood type, you son of a bitch. So let's put that back. And then just the name. Nicole Crisp. Edie Steinberg. Pinky Sneak How. I love having the middle name in quotes. Makes me say, like, I think I said this last time, but it makes me sound really gangsterish, right? Hazel Westy Mina. Let's see. Robert Costa? Why would I be a Robert? I'm female. Yako Tools Mellow. Tools isn't. Karina Strickland. Joni McNeely. Hedwig. That's an awesome name. Like Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Okay. Let's see. Pikey? No. Yoshiko Blair. Why the Japanese first name and then the American last name? That's a little strange. Mariana Luna. I like that one. Let's do that. And let's start. Let's start. That's all I need, right? So for our martial arts, what do we got here? Press D for technique details and compatible weapons. I wonder if I could choose something that gives me an advantage with both my monomolecular blade and hand-to-hand combat. Somehow I doubt I'm going to be able to get that lucky. Long swords, great hammers, great axes. Barbarian, what is that? I know what a Screama is. A Screama is a Filipino martial arts. It's like for their one of their old military, or not military, but honor guard something. I remember reading about it at one long time ago. Let's see. Required, let's see. Can only be used by armed, can only be used while armed. Yeah, what I want is something that's going to be more hand-to-handy. which all these are like can only be used. Wait a second, what is this? So this is for Ancient School of Combat. Silat, that's Indian, right? Way of the Spear. No. So armed combat style Nitin Ichi Ryu. Can I use that with my monomolecular blade? Probably not, huh? I wonder what if there's anything in here that I can use with my monomolecular blade. Medium swords. Indians, Kerala region. No. Hooked weapons? What? Let's just do fencing. Why the hell not? And then for our martial arts style, as usual, I'm going to choose Krav Maga because it's just practical. Okay. Oh, by the way, X-Band, you're up to 35 consecutive streams. Did I not change my tile set? I don't think I did. That's, that is, a shame here. We are going to go for Neo Days. There we go. So, start off with Beatrice Lopez, a pizza delivery girl. At least we got shelter. What should we do? I don't know. Look for supplies and other survivors, I guess. Okay, well, as usual, I'm sure you're going to be fairly useless, so let's walk around through the footsteps. Also, I almost forgot that there's this computer here, and dialogue, evac shelter computer. The computer awaits input, so we'll choose emergency message. Greetings, citizen. A biological attack has taken place. Is my mouse on screen? I guess so. Do I really need that? I don't know. Tell you what, let me turn that off. Well, no, let me keep it on. I'll keep it on. What the hell? Anyway, a biological attack has taken place and a state of emergency has been declared. Emergency personnel will be aiding you shortly. To ensure your safety, please follow the steps below. 1. Do not panic. 2. Remain inside the building. 3. Seek shelter in the basement. 4. Use the provided gas masks. 5. Await further instructions. Okay. How about contacting you guys? Refugee Center found. If you have any feedback concerning your visit, please contact the Department of Emergency Management Public Affairs Office. The local office can be reached between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. at 555-0164. Every time I see a 555 movie, it reminds me of that line from the Ford Fairlane movie when he gives his number. Yeah, my number is 555-0164. And the girl's like, they only have 555 numbers in movies. And he's like, what the fuck do you think this is? If you would like to speak with someone in person or would like to write us a letter, please send it to... So we made note of the location of the office. So here we go. Now you'll notice on the map, it put a trail all the way to the office. And if I get brave and I want to walk that far, I could get to that office, which, you know, probably not, huh? But looks like we started off at a fairly robust location here. Where the hell are we, actually? So we're down here in the southeast corner of this town. We got houses. We got cemetery. Great. That's not going to be fun. Gun store. That might be useful. Dump. Storage units are always fun to search through. Radio station, car dealership, gun. I don't know if this game has the whole car mechanics in it. One of the things about Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is it had a really robust, not only vehicle mechanics in it, but it also had really good construction mechanics. You could build your own vehicles and stuff. I don't know if this version has that or not. Another cemetery, restaurant. Yeah, we're going to have a fun time going through this stuff. collapsed tower. Interesting. Okay. Hospital. Pharmacy. Another gun store. A lot of houses. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of fighting. One of the games that I played, I walked right outside the the evac shelter, and there were a bunch of fire ants out there. And you're probably going, fire ants, so what? Well, in this game, fire ants are like fucking fire ants, my god. They are very similar to the ants from Fallout 3, if you remember those suckers. Let's see, I'm gonna drop my smartphone, because I don't really have any way of carrying it other than holding it. Maybe I should get rid of the blazer and grab one of these jackets. I don't know if it's going to have more space in it. Also, I need to get rid of that collar pin. Let's see. Let me do that here. Collar pin. Drop. Smartphone drop. And let's put these over here into the locker. So let me take a look at these jackets here. Protection, covers, total coverage, encumbrance, volume 9C. Oh, that's how much that's the volume of the thing itself. So it does list storage, layer, protection, materials. I'm not seeing it. I wonder if that's, I wonder if that is volume. Volume is usually how much it takes up in your inventory and not how much inventory it actually gives you. What I really need is a backpack. So, and of course that's like just about every one of these fucking games as quickly as possible. Find a backpack. Okay, more jackets. Ones that don't fit as well. Let us... That door's locked. I don't know what's in there. I don't remember. I know, I'm sure one of these games I've broken into it before. We got food and water just in case we need it. So if we can't smash into town, we can always come back here and we'll have a way to drink and eat. Nothing in these. Let's head downstairs. Also, so a good idea of, like I was explaining earlier, how much you can actually see in the dark. Right now, I am in total darkness, and it's anything that's brighter, like this area here is all inside my regular vision. Anything that's darker is stuff that I've seen but can no longer directly see. And then if you want to get an idea of, like, let's see, implanted night vision. So now you can see my night vision. Everything's turns green, and you can also see that I can see pretty much the length of these corridors, right? But I'm not going to keep that on. No reason to right now. 249, okay. What the hell is this? A talking doll. Great. Betsy Wetsy. So, let us see what's here. Nothing in the basement. These are going to be 2 bathrooms, which I doubt there's going to be anything in here right now that I'm going to need. First aid kit might be good. But, see, the problem with that right now is they didn't give me any way to carry any of this shit, so I'm just going to be shit out of luck when it comes to actually hauling any... Ooh, plastic shopping bag, though. The bad thing about a plastic shopping bag, good for carrying stuff around. However, you have to hold it, which kind of sucks. If I remember properly, I could be wrong. So, here we go, out into the wild blue yonder. Okay. We have a roadblock down below. What we got here? Trailhead? Weird. Okay, so we're just going to head along the road. Actually, I'm not going to head along the road. I'm going to walk through the field here. And then head up to this little area with the houses. Up there we might be able to find food. And most importantly, something to carry shit in. And we need to watch out for the fucking fauna, dude. If there's anything that might eat us, that would be bad. Or breathe fire on us, that's even worse. Oh shit, I forgot to turn on the, okay, options. Player safety, safe mode options, safe mode true, safe mode proximity distance. 20. There's a zombie that just popped up on my screen, and he's on the very edge, and it just did the whole safety thing. So I'll put that at 25. 25 should be good. Anyway, it is break time. This is Storm of the Game Design Lexicon. We are currently playing... what the hell are we playing? We are playing Cataclysm, The Last Generation. Wonderful zombie survival roguelike. A fork from Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And if you like the content here, make sure you give us a follow down below on Twitch, where we do stream currently Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, noon p.m. till 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is GMT -6. Or, of course, you're always welcome to catch us over on YouTube. If you can't catch us live, just hit the subscribe and the alert button over there to know when we come out with new videos, which is as often as I can, really, usually every day. I am going to take a short music break, and then I will be back with some more Cataclysm, The Last Generation.